Well, in a game to an opportunity to change our franchise direction, the Panthers put up the worst primetime offense I've seen in a while. There's so many things to talk about. We're obviously going to look at the film. First, we're going to look at the box score. Bryce Young had 169, touchdown, and 2 picks. He didn't play well. Rico Dowdle, he had 6.3 yards to carry, 38 yards, but he only got the ball 6 times. He also led the team in receiving. Tedero McMillan had a nice touchdown. Coker's always open. He got the ball. J.C. Horn had 2 picks. He played really good. Michael Jackson had a pick. I don't even think we had a sack. No, we didn't. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. I'm not going to take credit from them, but that's just the reality of the game. Brock Purdy, 193, a touchdown and 3 interceptions. McCaffrey had 89 on the ground, touchdown. He had 53 receiving. Kittle led the team in receiving. Jennings had a touchdown. And Jair Brown had 2 picks for San Francisco. And Ceylon Farrell had a sack. My initial takeaways from this game, I thought the defense played really good. There's no blame to be given to them. They forced 3 turnovers, but one of the main reasons we lost is because we got 3 points off 3 turnovers. You're not going to win in the NFL, especially these kind of games, if you're not going to capitalize off your opponent's mistakes. Carolina only did with a field goal. Another thing is, I don't know why we didn't run the ball more. Obviously, Bryce Young wasn't playing well. They weren't executing the pass plays. Rico, well, both of them were averaging good yards a carry, but we went away from what was working, which I don't understand why. So play calling was another bad reason we lost this game. And then, small reason, not really the reason we lost. We had a lot of injuries. Claudin Charles, our linebacker, got ruled out with a concussion. JC got a concussion. Zavala, the guard, hurt his foot. Corey Thornton hurt his ankle. He got ruled out for the game. And then we likely won't have Trayvon Moehrig next game because he decided to punch Juwan Jennings in the no-no square. But those are my initial takeaways from the game. Not good offensively. Defense played really well. And yeah, so we're going to look at the film here. So instead of really focusing on one area, like I did the last 2 games, I'm kind of going to skip around a lot here with this game. I would like to say the uniforms we wore in this game are awesome. I like the black helmet and the all-white concept with the blue stripe and the black socks. But this is going to be the touchdown Juwan Jennings has. So, again, this is a play that I don't think the Niners did anything to beat us. I think this is just terrible tackling. The main culprit, I will say, on this play is right here, Nick Scott. I think that's Nick Scott, right? Is that 21? I can't tell. Or he's right here. One of those are the culprit for this one. The tackling on this play is ridiculous. It has to be better. Oh, there's Nick Scott. Okay. So Jennings runs an in route. First off, he's guarding an end zone where nobody is. Second off, he runs in for the tackle, takes out his own guy, and then Juwan Jennings bounces right off for the touchdown. The tackling on this play, again, like I said, Niners did nothing to beat us on this play. You're just going to run a little slant here. Nick Scott drops back here, guards nobody, even though he has him. These two have him. So he's guarding nobody. I assume this is cover 2. So he has a chance to tackle. 40, Chris Barnes has a chance to tackle, but main reason this play was busted is because Nick Scott just runs in and hits his own teammate. Jennings bounces out for the touchdown, which is ridiculous. Right there. Boom. Just bumps. This situation could have been all prevented if you do day 1 shit and wrap them up and drive them here. But we don't. Which is honestly ridiculous to me. So these sequence of plays right here are something I really didn't like. I gotta see what down it is. It's hard to see without the So like I said, these sequences of plays are frustrating. This is 2nd and 6. This is our first drive. Looking to respond from the Niners. Touchdown, motion tremble, and then we get a holding. Number 79 is going to hold here. Hakeem Kwanu. This isn't good here. Holds. Good escape by Bryce here, by the way. It doesn't count, but it's still a good play. Yeah, holding there. I'm not going to argue that. That was night and day of holding. And then what frustrates me is the next play. It's like, it's got to be like 3rd and 16, right? And let's see. 2nd and 16. And we're going to run the ball. Or, well, we're going to throw a quick pass here. When we need 16 yards. He goes for 3. And then the next play, this play calling gets me upset here. Because it's 3rd and 13. And what do? Take a guess. We spread wide. 3rd and 13. We're going to run the ball. Chew Bobbard. We'll get 10 out of it. But, so maybe you think, oh, maybe they're setting up for 4th down, right? We get 10 yards. Then we punt. So, what's frustrating me in that sequence is if you're going to run the ball on 3rd and 13 and you get 10 yards, you're fucking going for that. Okay? If you didn't have any intention to go for it, throw it. I don't get that thinking there from Carolina. Here's a great defensive play by the Panthers. That play I showed you is probably like the last bad defensive play I'm going to show you. Here's a really good one. One of the best corners, if not the best corner in the league, J.C. Horn. Jennings is going to run a deep like dig. Horn's going to follow him, be a step and a half behind, step or two. And he's going to jump up and pick it. Just watching him cut in. Good positioning. Jumps up, makes the play. Picks it off. Maybe if he, whoa, too far. Maybe if he slowed down right here, he could bounce that way, but I'm joking. Good job by J.C. Horn. 1 of 2 picks before, unfortunately, getting a concussion. And then we'll watch the plays from that drive because they're pretty bad. 5-yard scramble for Bryce Young here to the right. We'll play action. And then hand it off to Rico here. Got a little lane. If that second guy wasn't there, he probably would have had it. Had a bigger yardage. And then here's another scramble from Bryce Young. It's the same, pretty much the same thing, just a play action. He's gonna run right. We did too much of this throughout the game. I wish he handed it off to Chuba here. But it's alright. And then the very next play, Bryce Young makes the stupidest mistake that third-year quarterback shouldn't be making. Rolls out. I don't know what Tommy Tremble's doing. He's running the wrong route. But Bryce should just run this. He has a touchdown. He puts a move on that guy right there. Or if he dives to the pylon, he has a touchdown. Instead, he throws it, and it's picked. I don't know why he's throwing that. It's not open. Here's another good play by our defense. Mike Jackson, where is he? He is right here. No. Is he? It's hard. I can't see the number. Number 2. Or is that him up there? Okay, he's right there. He has a nice pick here. This is a really nice pick. I am happy that Brock Purdy didn't throw this to Kittle or just run. But instead he steps up for the big play. Mike Jackson makes a great catch. That's a great catch. Great interception for the Panthers. and obviously down in the end zone, but that's a really good play. Then on like 3rd and 3, this is a very unfortunate drop by Tedaro McMillan here. He's gonna run like a comeback. Not a comeback. Well, I guess it is. Gonna run up. Oh, plant his foot. It's a good ball right off the hands, which that really sucked to watch considering the down and the situation. And this honestly should have been another turnover. A good fumble. Well, good forced fumble, I guess you want to say. McCaffrey's going to get the ball. And we're going to punch it out from behind Princely. The ball flies. There are 2 Panthers here. Neither of them get it, which is insane. That was definitely frustrating. Because the guy that is right here ends up getting the ball. Look how far he is. Which is insane. But clean recovery there would have been nice, like I said. Ultimately didn't matter because 2 plays later the GOAT made a play. Number 8 right here. Watch him the whole way. Just lurking the route, and boom. Runs right across, takes it. His second one of the night. What a game for J.C. Horn he had. So that interception I just showed you, the Panthers ended up getting 3 points out of that. That was the only turnover we got points out of. We did like 3-4 plays and then kicked a field goal. But this is the next drive, and there were multiple of these, which can't happen week 12 of the NFL season, not being on the same page. If I remember correctly what this play was. They called this intentional grounding, which is insane. Bryce Young thought Jalen Coker was going to go to the outside. I think he should have, considering how far this guy was and T-Max running at him. I thought Coker would go outside too, watching this. Oh no, it was T-Mac. You'd think he'd go to the outside because there's no defender out there, but he doesn't. Bryce thought he was, throws it over there, and then they called grounding on that, which to me is kind of ridiculous, but I guess it's the rule. And then just have these chunk plays here. Yeah, it was insane, man. We should have played so much better than we did. And one of the worst parts about it is the whole country's seen this game and they're going to think we're trash. People who have not turned on a Panthers game this year seen this and said, oh, that team is shit. If that makes sense. I believe this is the drive where McCaffrey scored, which was going to happen at some point. Yeah. And we responded on this drive. It was Tedaro McMillan. Nice route here. Beautiful route, actually. If I remember correctly, he runs a little boom, boom, like a, whatchamacallit? Like a sluggo, maybe you could call it? Try to think of a better word for it. A stop and go. Yeah. A stop and go. Boom. Right on the money. Good throw. Good catch. Good everything. That was like that was our best offensive play of the night, obviously. So like I said, he did a little hesitate and go deep. Go inside. Which was obviously a good route. Watch it again. Sanders in motion. Young knew where he wanted to go. No help over top. Nice play. McMillan's going to be a star, man. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be a great wide receiver for this football team, and I'm excited. Here is Bryce's second pick, which I think a holding should have been called, but I'm not a ref. McMillan's going to run up, and he's going to run inside. I could pause it where I believe the holding is, right here. He's holding his arm. Bryce throws this, and it holds T-Mac back from catching it. I mean, not a good call. Obviously an interception, but that didn't really change the outcome of the game, if I'm being real. Yeah, the most frustrating thing was not taking advantage of the opportunities off the turnovers. And then that was really it. And we tried a field goal. We were down 11 with like 3 minutes left, and this field goal was absolutely horrendous. Ryan Fitzgerald is usually better than this. that is insane that they don't follow the play. Let's see it from the end zone view. This is like, why did it go back to the beginning? But that is usually a kick that Ryan Fitzgerald's usually consistent. Obviously, that kick he wasn't. There we go. But this kick was just not even close. Okay, they don't show field goals on here. Okay, it landed over there. So quick breakdown. The goalposts are right here. The kick lands over here. So take what you want with that information. Obviously, it's no good. But like I said, this game was so shit. I'm very upset that we didn't take advantage of this opportunity we had to take the division lead. Playoffs aren't 100% ruled out, but it's going to be a lot tougher to get there because of our schedule remaining, and Tampa has a cakewalk. But I hope you guys enjoyed this film breakdown. Please subscribe. It would mean a lot. This is my dream career. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you want to see me watch film for any other team. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.